Hi, this is Link, and I'm going to make a little bit different video from what I normally make. And today I'm going to talk about a political or social issue. And the question is, should gay marriage be legal? Should there be gay marriage in our legal system and in our society? And a lot of people who are opposed to gay marriage basically oppose it on um, either religious or social grounds. And for a religious perspective, people who believe in the Bible believe that in the beginning God created male and female, and He put them together, and that's how they're created. And from a social perspective, there are a lot of reasons that people oppose gay marriage. So we'll consider that as well. And the people that are in favor of gay marriage say that, I love this person or I feel a certain way, so I should be allowed to marry the person. But let's think for a moment in our legal system and in our society, what function does marriage perform in our society? And from a religious perspective, there's a whole list of things that we could list about how important it is for the society if you want to come at it from that angle. But let's consider it also from a legal or social perspective. What benefits does marriage provide for society? Well, from a legal perspective, what I can see is that marriage provides a simple way to handle various legal aspects, and are aspects of the law. And one aspect is inheritance, and another is who gets to raise children, recognizing children as belonging to certain parents or as being a part of a certain family. So that's one of the main reasons for it. Just think about it when someone dies. If they're married to, if a man dies and he's married to a woman and they have had children together in their marriage, those children are legally recognized as the children of those two parents, unless there's some other complications there. So then those children get to inherit the estate. Also, if a husband and wife have children, then those children are cared for by the parents by default, as long as there's not some other extenuating circumstance. Let's consider the issue of homosexual unions. Homosexuals don't produce children. Men don't produce children with other men, and women don't produce children with other women. Who knows? Maybe there'll be some technology that comes along that where a man can have a baby, but men don't have babies unless it's somebody with X chromosomes who has some sort of surgery to make themselves appear to be the opposite gender, or if there's some sort of hermaphroditic kind of thing going on, then you could debate about that. But in general, men don't give birth to babies. Homosexual women don't have each other's children. If a lesbian couple has a baby, well, there was a male father involved in that situation. So, anyway, marriage between a man and a woman performs a function in society. A man and a woman have a child. Children contribute to society. They're the breadwinners for the next generation. From the perspective of the government, they're potential soldiers in some cases, or potential civil workers, potential taxpayers, and children have a role to play. They're a future for our society. So it makes sense to have marriage between men and women. It makes sense to give tax deductions to protect the institution of marriage. But what does homosexual marriage contribute to the society that helps the society? It doesn't contribute children. What purpose is there legally for there to be homosexual marriage? Now, for me, it just seems completely ridiculous to think of marriage as just saying, "Ooh, I love that person." We need to have something in the law that gives you a tax deduction for your children, and tax deduction for being married, tax deduction for your children, and medical benefits, just so you can say you love that person so much. For me, that doesn't make any sense. It does make sense to have tax deductions. It does make sense to have all of these other legal benefits that come along with marriage, insurance, if married couples have the potential for producing children. I don't think we should slam people because they're not fertile or whatever, but this institution makes sense legally. And that is basically an argument on the issue of homosexual marriage, just based on legal and socio-political things. I have plenty of arguments from the Bible. I'm a Christian. There are plenty of arguments from the Bible about why homosexual behaviors are forbidden. But from a legal perspective, it just doesn't make sense to have gay marriage. It costs society something. It doesn't put anything back into society. It costs, the tax deduction benefits, the extra medical costs that would come along with that as well. Legally, as far as if you wanted to have rights that you can put down on a piece of paper. All these people can visit me in a hospital. I don't see a problem with that. No matter who you want to come visit you in a hospital, that's fine. But the society we live in is getting to be really weird. The government is starting to define minorities based on their sexual preferences, which is completely ridiculous. Why should someone be a minority? What if some dude likes redheads? Should he become a minority? Or, if he like, if yeah, it's just ridiculous to create a minority class based on what they like to do in the bedroom. That's totally bizarre and sick, and to turn that into a minority status and denigrates the whole concept of what it means to be a minority. So anyway, that's my comments on should gay marriage be legal. Thank you very much for watching my video. Have a nice day.